Hello YouTube. I'm going to do a quick care video on a Chinese water dragon. This is my enclosure here. Right, starting off with lighting and heating. Heating you need between 84 and 88 Fahrenheit. In degrees, I work with degrees, it's easier. 28 degrees to 31, 32 degrees. I have my basking spot of about 32. I use a ceramic heater there with the UVB light, 10%. At night you can drop it down. I leave my heat on, but you can drop it down to about 23 to about 26. I wouldn't go much lower than that. It's a good idea to keep your light on for 12 hours. Do a 12-hour cycle, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. They need the UVB lighting. It helps them absorb the calcium into their bodies. Without that, you're going to end up with a water dragon with metabolic bone disease. That's very nasty, and it basically causes weak bones, easy breaking, deformities, loads of problems. It can't be cured. Once they've got it, all you can do is sort of stop it, if you like. You can't heal them from it. Right, water. They want about 70%, 75% humidity. Can go a little bit more. Mine normally goes up to about 80, and sits between 70 and 80%. I use a super fogger to control my humidity. I've got a large water bowl in there as well, which has running filtered water. They love to swim. The more water, the better. I did have a big fish tank in there, but I took that out and the bottom cracked. You'll probably see that in some of my other videos. As for substrate, there's various types you can use. My favourite being just normal soil. It's cheap. Jam packet full of worms, keep the goodness in it. The water dragon starts digging, which I do quite like. They get some worms, a bit of extra food, and earthworms are very, very good for them, food. You want to stay away from these Exoterra Vivs. I know a lot of you use them, but they're really not much cup. I don't think they do them big enough for an adult water dragon. The glass sides, all it encourages is snout rub and mouth rot, stuff like that. If you are going to use them, just cover the three sides up. Make sure your UV light's inside the Viv, not outside on the mesh, because the mesh top will filter out the UV rays. A lot of people say it doesn't, but it does. That is fact. The size of the enclosure. Right. When they're small babies, I would stick with a 4-foot Viv. Jam packet full of branches and plants. The more the merrier. It makes them feel more secure. They don't like big open spaces. As they get bigger, say from about 6 months, then you want to move up to a 6-foot width Viv, which is the same as mine. 2 to 3 feet deep. Mine's about 2.5. And for height wise, they do like height, so I'd say 4 to 6 foot. Mine's only a 4 foot, but what I've done, I've sat it on a stand, so the water dragon has the feeling of being higher. Obviously the bigger the better, but the main thing is just keep packing it out with live plants, fake plants, loads of branches, as much as you can get in there. They really do like to climb, run around, dive in water. They're a very active lizard. They spend a lot of the day sat there, but when they start running around and feeding, they really do charge around, so make sure there's plenty of in there for them to climb around on. I'll just walk you through my vivarium, show you how I've done it. The temperatures are a little bit down at the moment, but that's because I've had the doors open for a while. Alright, temperature there is 25, say the humidity is 70%. Normally sits up at about 75-80%. Temperature there at that point is normally between 26 to 27 degrees. That's my fogger, which I use to keep the humidity up. It also keeps the soil nice and damp. Got live plants, rubber plant, cheese plant. They help keep humidity up, also give Dragon plenty to climb on. Got a ceramic heat bulb up there. That does normally have a cover on it, but I've just taken that off at the moment just so you can see it. You've got UV light there, that's just a normal fluorescent light, and there's another UVB light down the bottom. They're both 10% in here. That's his water bowl, nice large water bowl, plenty deep enough for him to get in, have a swim around, jump around, he loves it. There he is, Brewster, wondering what I'm doing. They are very friendly lizards once you get them tame. You know, they sit there quite happily being stroked. But the one thing to note, when handling them, don't turn them on their backs. It's not funny, it's not clever. All it does is going to kill them. Basically squashes all their organs and cause them to suffocate. I see so many videos on YouTube of them doing it, and all it does is stress them out and does a lot of damage. Just keep them upright, let them do what they want to do. They will always aim for the highest point. They sit on your shoulder, they don't like sitting in your lap that much. They like to be higher. It's security for them. They can hold their breath for quite a long time, so if they do dive into water and they sit at the bottom for a little while, don't panic. You know, I think it's about 15 minutes they can stay. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. As for food-wise, didn't really touch food. I feed this one. He's going to be going on to cockroaches. I'm going to start my own colony of cockroaches. But crickets, I prefer the black crickets. They're a bit meatier. He enjoys them more. Superworms, mealworms, pinkies once a month, fish. You can try fruit and veg. If you get him to eat any, then well done, but Brewster, he won't eat any fruit or veg. The only way I can get it in him is if I trick him by putting some in a load of mealworms and he'll accidentally pick some up, but it's very rare that he will. He's pretty good at avoiding it. He's not that keen on the pinkies either. It's probably an idea to start your own breeding your food, because they do eat like horses, they eat loads. I've got some down here. There's some superworms being bred. They're all waiting to be turned into beetles. That's going to be my cockroach colony in there. I breed my own mealworms up there. Right. I don't think there's much else to say really. Apart from Brewster's about 1.5 to 2 years old. Probably closer to 2 years. He was captive farmed, which they, you know, they say he's not very good. They say they never tame down, but I say Brewster's pretty good. Captive bred ones are by far the best. You know, but a little bit of patience. Captive farmed ones are pretty good. I feed him every other day. Oh yeah, the vitamins. Right, like I said about the lights, they get their vitamin D3 through lights. Helps them absorb the calcium in their body. You do want to feed with calcium. I use Calypso. Put that in every day for 5 days. Then 2 days, use Nutribol. Some people say use it once a month. Rubbish. It's not enough. Unless you get them out in the sunlight, which a lot of you, I know, it's just not practical. You want to be using that 2 days through the week. Or you can do a 5 to 1 mix and feed it every day. You can feed your bugs on it, you know, sprinkle it over theirs. Gets it in there a bit more. But apart from that, I know my temperatures are down at the moment, it's because I've got the doors open. But I'll shut them up, it'll be fine. Apart from that, I think that's about it.